Carol with CarolJo's. CarolJo's is an online jewelry and accessory business for women. Um, and I do lots of different things here on social medias. I am live tonight on YouTube and TikTok. So we have tutorial night tonight. I do tutorials twice a week. I do chat times twice a week, sales twice a week, and the sales are bead sales. I only do those on TikTok. And then I sell jewelry once a week on TikTok and Facebook group. I only go live 4 times a week on YouTube. So different things, different things that I go live on. So I am waiting for social media to let everybody know I am live, and I'm going to bring up my backup account for TikTok so I can see comments better. There we go. Finally. Hi, Rose. Whoops, hold on. Okay. I'll answer that one a little bit later. I had a message and I've just noticed I got it. So I will answer that one in a little bit. So tonight's tutorial, oh, I forgot to say something. Oh, we got to say this. If you are on TikTok, go ahead and share this out tonight. If we get 10 shares and our 10,000 likes, we will be doing bead soup giveaway. So if you guys want bead soups, picks of colors, go ahead, tap, 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 and share, share, share. That way we get it out to other people and we get more people in here. This is part of the TikTok way. So if we can do that, that would be awesome. So thank you. All right. So tonight I'm thinking this is what you wanted, Rose, for an idea of a bracelet. So if it isn't at the end what you were looking for, go ahead and see if you can find a picture of it and send it to me. Like always, I'm open to what you guys want to learn. I will learn it too if I don't know it and teach it to you guys. But tonight, I don't have an example of it. It is where I really seriously don't have an example of it. But we're going to take head pins. And any of you that don't know what a head pin is, this is a head pin. I'm going to show TikTok here first. These are flat head pins where that's flat there. And we are going to create loops on both ends so that we can connect the loops to create a bracelet. So that's what we're going to do tonight. One of the things that I was going to tell you is that I will not be using the one-step looper for this. The reason being is when you use the one-step looper, here, let me grab it and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So hold on, let me grab the tool. Is this the right sized one? Yep, okay. I'm going to show you an example here so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. All right, when I do my one-step looper, you see how he does not connect up there right, like really good? You see where there's a little bit of a gap? And even if I would move this around and I can get it to overlap it or be right next to that wire. Hi, Joya. I still don't have confidence in it that it will not open up at some point in time. And because of that, that's why with this project, oh, it's down here, I won't be using the one-step looper. I'm going to do that technique that I do for creating the earrings that you wire wrap around your head pin. So I'm not going to be explaining that technique in really great detail because I do have a video over on YouTube that does explain it and gives it to you from face down, like the camera is down on my work. So that technique is what I would recommend as the preferred way to do this. Does it mean that you can't use the one-step looper? No, it doesn't. But I just want you to be aware if you do use the one-step looper that hi Nina, it might open up. And that's what I don't want to have happen because I don't want you to lose what you've worked on. So let me know if that makes sense to y'all or not. But I'm going to point you guys down and show you what tools I will be using and what beads I've got tonight, okay? Hi, Chris. And if I missed anybody hi, Steph, while I was talking about that, sorry. I'll say hello all to you now. All right. Whoop, I elbowed my garbage. All right, you'll see here I have some pink and white beads, and I have some lemon lime jade beads. And that's what I am going to use tonight. So that's the beads. Then we're going to have our head pins. And you guys can laugh. I have head pins in bulk. I have them in a Tupperware container that you open them up and you get them out. I don't know if you guys have ever seen my head pins. My head pin containers. I just had to share. I thought this was a really cool springy colors. That's why I went with it. And then I will use my wire or my flush cutters, round nose pliers, flat nose pliers. That is what I will use for tools. To end it, I have decided I just want a good old toggle because it's a bracelet. I actually prefer for closures on a bracelet to be the toggle rather than the lobster clasp. That's just my preference. You can do a lobster clasp if you want. All right, here we go with the first one. We're going to put one bead on, and you don't have to just do solid, just beads. You can decorate this up in any way that you want. I'm just going to do beads and create like a chain with the beads. And if you guys will know me, I will tell you, mark your round nose pliers so that your loops are all going to be the same. For this first one, if you notice, I do not go all the way down to the bead. The reason being is I want to create a loop on the other end. So I just go down enough that I can create my loop and go around. I got to have the right pliers, not the cutters, and go around just one time around that head pin wire. There we go, like that. So you see how I just went around it? It's not straight, and that's okay. We'll straighten that out before we're all done. Nope, not tonight. I'm not going to because I thought about it, but I don't know how that would be. Maybe after we get done with this one, we can use that. Because that's this little baby here. Let me get it. He's in here with all my tools. I got this one. And I have this one. I'll probably use the black one because that's a smaller one. All right, now for our second one, we're going to go right above that bead on our black line. And now we're going to make our other loop. And you can have this be more than just one bead. You can make it your own design. I'm just teaching you guys the technique. Go around that one time and cut that off. Whoops, I just threw that away in my tool container. I'll get that later. All right. And I'm going to show you guys what not to do. Because when you see this, you'll laugh. I did not put it in the same spot. Because look at my circles are seriously not the right sizes. So I'm going to start that over because I do not like it. I thought I lined them up the same, but we're going to start it over. Yep, it's an oops, but guess what? It's going to teach us all to be like, look at your line. Let's do that again. Go around just once and then cut this off. And I use for my head pins, I'm thinking these are, Let me measure them. I think they're 2.5 inch. Yes, they are. 2.5 inch head pins is what I'm using for this. Haha, now they're better. I think I know. Yep. I figured out what I did when I went to put that on there and how I got that one so big. When I went to put it on here, I lined it up, and then when I went to push it, I got there. But when I went to reposition, because we talk about repositioning at that 45 degrees, I went down here. And so that is what happened. So make sure every time you're lining it up with your black mark. And we'll be redoing my black line on here as we go. Now I'm going to do the lemon lime color bead next. Line it up, reposition, make sure you're on your mark again. There we go. Hi, Crafty. Oops. Go ahead and put your circle. But now open up your circle. Grab your head, your last bead. Whoops, we're going to cut that end off because it's not big enough to let it go through. And then slide that on. See what I mean by just slide it on into that hole. So when it's open, here I'm going to show you. When that's open, you can just slide that on there. And then just close it shut. And then put your circle in there. And what I meant by circle is wrap it around. Hi, Mimi and Maria. Of course you can. I can't see the comments as well on YouTube because you're pointing down a little bit. So if I missed one, I am sorry. Not trying to ignore you guys. All right, right here we're gonna bend, reposition right on our line. Make sure we line that up. Hi, Sunrise Sky, how are you tonight? And you can put that on either end. You can do it on this end and do it, or on the last one. Either way works. This way means you're not going to have to cut that tip off. We are going to make, using our, what I call the dangles, like what you make for dangle earrings, we are going to make a bracelet by connecting them. And to get the step-by-step on how to make the dangles, I do have a video out on YouTube, and it is called the dangle earring one. So here I'm going to show you. So that is how they're all connected. And we're going to just keep doing that. Add a bead to the head pin, make a circle, open up that circle, slide it onto the chains that we've made, and shut it up. There we go. Grab your pliers on that end and just wrap it around once. And then create the circle on the other side. take that pink bead. This is a great way, just like if you were to make like 5 pairs of the earrings where you're constantly using that same technique over and over. This is a great way to learn that technique because you're going to be using this technique over and over again, and it's repetitive enough that you learn it. For those of you that are on TikTok, to get to my YouTube, you go to that CJS logo at the top, CJS logo at the bottom. Then you get to my bio. In my bio is a hyperlink that says Linktree, and that will take you to a list. Tap on that link, and the last item in the list, so you need to scroll to the bottom, is YouTube. Thank you, Stacy, for the subscription. So there we go. We've got some of it. We got 5 links made. And then in my videos, there is I'm going to put my light back on here. In my videos on YouTube is one that's going to say dangles for dangled earrings. That gives you step-by-step of how to do this. So really, you line it up on your line. I'll just walk through it. You push your wire 90 degrees away. Reposition your tool 45 degrees in that angle, and then bring it around the one loop. You reposition on the top so that you can complete your circle. So that is what it will look like. That is what you want your circle to look like. And then you put it on your other circle. And then grab a pliers and wrap that piece of wire around there just one time. Cut that off and then make the loop or the circle on the other side. There we go. Doing that same technique. You could do these with eye pins, which an eye pin has the circle on one side. I just don't do eye pins very often. Hi, Claudia. Because I can never get them to be identical. Like my loops on each end, I can't get them to be identical. If anybody has a technique on how to do that with an eye pin, please put it in the chat because I would love to know what you do. But also an eye pin doesn't wrap around that wire. And when I'm doing a bracelet like this, I like it wrapped around just to create security so that it doesn't open. Thank you, Lisa, for the follow. We are making where you're just using the dangle technique for earrings and connecting each one of the beads here is what we're doing. So you have a head pin that we use to create the loop on both sides of the bead. And you don't have to use just plain beads like I'm doing here without any spacer beads or anything like that. You could add sparkle beads. You could do rhinestones on with it. You know, you can do all kinds of things. I just grabbed some beads that I thought would look really cool as some spring colors. We're just calling it's a chain bracelet is what I would call it. You're creating a chain with the beads and the head pins. It's not a new technique or something that I came up with, and I have no idea what anybody else would call it. So here's what we've got so far for our length of our bracelet. We have 2, 4, 6, 8 beads so far. And for my length of wrist, we're getting there. Oh, thank you. There is the hole. So once again, 90 degrees away, reposition your tool 45 degrees in there. Create all the way around your circle. I would say, I don't know how many beads I will actually need, but what I'm going to do is get within about a ½ an inch or so from your wrist size. And then you will add the toggle and you would be pretty close. Oops, that one's going to be a close. Get cut. There we go. It was not wanting to cut. We also have somebody asking over on YouTube about how many do I have to do. Right now I'm at 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, and these are 8mm size beads. And I have like about a 7-inch wrist, so I know I'm not there yet. Each wrist is going to be a different size. Hi, Vermilion Flycatcher. But I'm going to get out my bracelet sizer too so that we can see how much from the length laying down flat to what it really is in the diameter on the inside. So that can help you out with an 8mm size bead. Hey, CJJ, how are you? Welcome back. Oh, thank you. Whoops, that one went down. Oh, got it. I've learned. Hey, Marisol. I'm doing good. Binoculars. I was going to say, I have learned that you need to make sure you pick up, when you cut off your ends, make sure you throw them away. You don't want to find them in your foot later on. All right, so we are adding in, this is number 11, I think. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yep, number 11. I'm going to measure it here at 11. Okay. 11 is just under 7 inches. Now I'm going to grab my bracelet sizer here so that you guys can see, hopefully, where this is at. All right, so it was just under 7, and here is where we're at when you're doing it. It is not 6 1/4. So we're going to have to do a couple more to get it to where I can wear it. Yep, and it is. It's because the inside diameter of it takes up more room. That is why. Now, I'm going to do one of the lemon lime on each end. There is a reason I want to do this. And of all things, I grabbed 13 head pins, but I don't want to do my second loop. I want to see where I'm at on length, but I want to leave that second loop undone yet. So I'm going to put this one here. And I'm going to put this one on this side. Yes, no matter what size of bead, yes, it does. Okay. All right, we're going to get this back out. Move my bead down. And right now, this is at 7 inches. So I'm going to add on my closure, and it's going to be a little bit probably too big for me, but we'll see. I can always sell it. But what you want to do now is make your loop on one end. Open that up. And we are going to put, I gotta take the head part off and put on half of our closure toggle. I'm not going to do it with a jump ring because I want it to be secure on here. So we're just going to put half of our toggle on. There we go. And we're going to do the same thing on this end. Put this on there. Cut that off. Yep, this one's going to be too big for me, but that's okay. And there it is. Because I wanted to have 2 beads so that, you know, it was like, sorry, I can take this off without even having to unhook it. With, you know, like how we normally do this. And because of doing that, it makes it so that it's too big for me, but doesn't mean it's not big enough for it fit somebody else. I just have super small. So yeah, that's how you do that. Is that what you were looking for to see how to do, Miss Rose? Yep. Okay. Now I'm going to grab some other beads and we're going to do this again. But this time, hi Gladys, I'm going to try, because we talked about using this and see if I can do the this with a head pin. I've never tried these with a head pin before. So I need to figure out what colors I want. Okay. I'm going to try seeing about using bigger beads too, to show you guys how bigger beads would be with that, okay? And usually my bigger beads are in acrylics. I don't want to get overly large for a bracelet. Ooh, how about these? How many do I have? 2, 4, 7, 10. I have 13. Let's try that. See if we'll have enough beads to do that. We'll try that. Okay. Yep, and that's all I have. These are 12 millimeter size resin beads. So they are going to not be so heavy, but I need to get out some head pins. Okay. Whoop. Did you see what happened there? So it goes through because my head pin is going to be too big. So you know what we have to do then? We have to put something on the ends so that it's smaller, so it doesn't go through that. But I don't want clear. I'm not in a clear mood tonight. I wonder if I have some small acrylic glue in a different color blue. Not in that tray. Ugh. Nope. Nope, I don't like that one either. Let's see what we have maybe in glass. Ooh, these might be cute and offer a little sparkle. Let's see about this. Whoop. Let's see what this looks like. Thank you, Myra, for the follow. Ooh, I think I like that. Hi, Xander. Is it Xander? Let's make that. Oh, we weren't going to do that with I got to get this out of my way or else I'll keep grabbing it. We were going to use trying our looper tool, or not a looper, our bail making plier. Blah! We're going to try that. I've never done that with head pins. I don't have any music on tonight. It can't go that way. It's not going to work because it can't go this way. So, yep, they're not going to work to do that. So, we will have to use our round nose because they have the thing in the way. Now, if anybody else can figure it out besides me, and it might just be me, someone else can figure it out. Let me know. Oh, good. I said your name right. Thank you. Okay, I'll have to see. Dessert? What the heck? Marisol? What's with dessert? Ooh, this one doesn't give you very much room to mess around with. And it's because we made the charm part of, or this part of it longer than, because we got a 12 millimeter and then we have 2 4. So that's a lot more than the 8 millimeter. So, okay. All right, I'm going to see here without anything on there. She said, put it at the end. Nope. And it's because this is a little bit different than, because I want to have that wrap on there. If I didn't have the wrap on there, I would be okay using the bale pliers, but because I want the wrap, I can't do it. Feel like a failure. I need to remark my pen. I'm going to have to mess around with that and see what I can do. Yep. Literally, yeah. Ooh, I'll mess around with that, Joya, and see what we can do. I love us thinking outside of the box tonight, everybody. That I love. I was going to say, maybe after my live tonight, after I get this one done, I might mess around with it. I do have one order that came in while we were on the live that paid. So I'm going to have to get that all packaged up and see if I have time. I still have to get beads ready for tomorrow night's live. They have them already packaged. I just need to create my descriptions and sheet that I usually do. And then I create a spreadsheet that I upload into Shopify so that I can do the invoicing. So I still have to finish that up before tomorrow night's live. And I'm going to sit around here and mess with this. Because I like the fact that we're going to do this. Tomorrow night, we have mostly glass beads. There are some gemstone beads. I have a silver bead, a Tibetan silver bead. And then, okay, Miss Joya. And then, I was trying to think of what else do we have. I'm not bringing the shell beads till Tuesday night. I'll have those. And I think Tuesday night will be the last of the shells until I get my next order. I was able to get some of the shells in packages where I can get 10 strands, so we don't have to keep cutting them apart type thing. And we hit our 10K. All right. So I'm going to do a number. And YouTube, you get to do this too. I would like a number between 1 and 50 in the chat, and the first side to get it first, or whoever gets it first between TikTok and YouTube, will get to pick between 2 different colors of the bead soup. Got 2 different colors there. And we have someone who guessed it. The winner is on YouTube or on TikTok, and it is Miss Chris. The number was 41. The number was 41. So Chris, let me write this down before I forget. Oops, I don't want that size. I want the smaller size ones because they fit in the bags better. All right. Chris, you get to decide on bead soup here. Did you want the mixed bead soup? Or did you want red? So we have red or mix. And I'm bending down to look when I could go look on my backup. You would like the mix. All right. That will be yours. If we get to 20K here before we go for the night, we will give away another bead soup mix. Congratulations, Chris. We need to have Buttercup come and make us some more beet soup. I think what she did with the multicolored was kind of cool. I was gonna see if she could make us some black, clear, blues. I need head pins. Purple and pink. Oh, thank you, Chris. Well, you have to let us know what you can make with it. Because I love seeing the videos where people put up that said that they made stuff with the beet soup. I think that is neat. Sure. This is what we're doing. It is a 12 millimeter matte resin bead in blue, along with two 4 millimeter size blue beads that are AB blue. And the 4 millimeter are glass. And we are creating a chain using the technique that you use to make dangle earrings with and making it into a bracelet. And then, so I think it's turning out, this one's turning out cool, I think. You guys can disagree with me, and that's okay, because that's what it'll look like. Oh, I don't need that many blues. Right now, we are at 6 inches. But remember, that's 6 inches with a 12 millimeter size bead. So that is going to take up a lot more room on the inside diameter of it than the 8 millimeter one that we made earlier. Tomorrow night, because it's going to be a bead sale, we can have funky music on. You guys got to let me know. What do we want to do for music tomorrow night? because we don't have to have, because when we are on YouTube or Facebook, we have to have non-copywritten music. '80s. Okay, we can do '80s. I'm going to do one more on each side, and then we're going to see what size it is. Ooh, but you want to know something, Miss Chris? I grew up listening to big band music from the late 40s, early 50s. And it's because I spent a lot of time with my grandparents. So yes, I grew up with that music. Oh, no way. That is so cool. My grandma taught me that you clean a house with music on, and we would have that music on playing while we would dust and stuff or vacuum. So that's what I grew up. My mom always had the Beach Boys on when I mean, everything was the Beach Boys, whether they were in the car or in the house. We used to clean house to the Beach Boys. I always was taught that you clean house to music on. And then I met my husband and they thought I was weird. So I haven't cleaned house to music in a long time, but I loved it when I did. All right. Let's see where we're at here. Oh, I have not done the 20s. This one is going to be a big one. He is going to be big. He's going to be like a large. Okay, we need a bigger. I'm going to take one of these off because it will be really big. Which means I need to cut 2 of them off because I got to get that pin. I'm going to cut this one off. I mean, we're talking, it's going to be like an 8.5 inch to 9-inch bracelet. So let's do it this way. I told that was going to be really big. Okay, so question for tonight. Who influenced your music tastes? Like a family member, friends, just the radio? There we go. I need a larger lobster clasp than what I have on the table here. I need this one. So like for me, my music came from all the family. I mean, there are songs that I will have that were for each of my grandparents. Because music was a big part of our family. So my one grandpa would play the organ every night. Instead of watching TV all night long, he would turn the organ on and start playing the organ for us. There we go. Yep, and we had gospel with the one that would play the organ. And it was big band musics with my other grandparents. I didn't know what top 40 was until I got into school. And like friends would talk about it. There we go. It takes a lot of practice sometimes, Nina. So let's see. Let me get that on there. Yep, that'll work. And he is an extra large by taking that one bead off. If we would have left the bead on, it would have been bigger down here to here. But that's what that one looks like. I'll bring it up close to you guys so you can see it. I think that turned out pretty daggone cool for just grabbing. And it is extremely lightweight. This one is. Yep, I watched Lawrence Welk with my grandma. And then we also watched Hee Haw. I'm loving that bracelet too. So yeah, so those were the two quick ones we made tonight. I'm going to bring this up. There we go. Whew, there we go. So we would watch, because Lawrence Welk, the way the TV was, Lawrence Welk came on in Saturday evenings, and we would watch that. And then after the news, we got to watch Hee Haw for like a half an hour, and then we had to go to bed. So we got to stay up late on Saturday nights. But those are the two that we made tonight. I think they both turned out really kind of cool. All it takes is head pins. And as Nina says, patience to try to get those to work right until it goes out the door. And then the beads, head pins, and tools. Oh, I love it though. You know, some things are easier for some versus others. And I'm not saying that technique is for everybody. I totally get it. But I love it. But when you do the marking on your tool, you will get black fingers. If you just use, and I don't have it sitting here, the hand sanitizer, it will take black Sharpie off of your fingers, just to let y'all know. But that's what we made tonight. I'm thinking they turned out really cool. Oh, that's okay. We all got it. So tonight, those were the two that we made. Tomorrow, I am not going to do a jewelry sale. I want to save my voice. My voice is coming and going still with the sinus infection, but we will just we'll just have the bead sale tomorrow night, 7 p.m. for the bead sale. Then Saturday at 10 a.m. we are going to be doing more charms. I have all of my charms counted now, so we'll just start going through them and just seeing what we get through and how much we get through on Saturday. I'm thinking we may still have another Saturday of charms because we had 8 trays just alone there, and we haven't gone through a complete 8 trays yet. So we'll probably have 2 more Saturdays of charms. I will have connectors coming up too. So if you guys know what connectors are, I don't have the bracelet on. We will have a day of just going through the connectors too. So we'll have that on a different Saturday probably. So we have lots of different things coming up. But I'm waiting that one of the orders from that I ordered is like this close to being mailed. But it's coming by a ship instead of like by air. And because of that, it will probably be about 3 or 4 weeks before we get it. But I can't wait. And also, Joya, are you still on? Did you leave us, Joya? Because I have a question for you, Joya. Because you asked about getting the head pins with silver with a ball. I did get those in. Do you want me to wait until after the 1st of June before we bring them up for sale? Because that's just a week or so away. I can wait. You just need to let me know. They came in, I got those in the order that I got this week. I had 1 box. Okay. Hey, Rainbow. Is it Rainbow Floppus? So we got those, and I have some oh, yay. I got it. Um, I've got some smaller beads too, but I'm going to probably be a week out before we do those also because I need those. I did not get those put in individual bags. I forgot to do that. So those that come and work for me and get things ready, they'll be taking those apart from me because they come in strings of 10 and they're tied together. So they untie them and put them in bags for me. So as soon as they get those done, then we'll have those up for sale. So as always, I was just gonna let everybody know over here on YouTube, my bead sales are always done on TikTok. So if you have a TikTok account and would like to purchase beads, you can always come over to TikTok Friday at 7 p.m. Central and Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Central. All right, everybody, I am going to get going. Yep, I do have a company. It is called CarolJo's. I create jewelry and we do tutorials. We do chats here on YouTube. I sell beads and components and such over on TikTok. So that's what we do. If you have more questions, you can put them in the chat and I'll answer them. All right, good night, TikTok. Have a great night. Bye. There we go. The beads go in price anywheres from like, I will do like a bag of so many for 25 cents to $2. Beads, strands are anywheres from like $1 to up to $9, depending on what they are. Yep. So I say goodbye to TikTok. I'm still here on YouTube. Or yes, YouTube. I'm still on here with you guys. So the bead prices just depend on the bead. We do the components, like we will do the toggles. On Tuesday night, we had toggles. I do silver beads, gold plated. We have all different types of things, everything that you would want to make beaded jewelry. And that's over here on TikTok. TikTok's always on this side. YouTube's over here. That's why I keep pointing over here. So yeah. And we do tutorials twice a week. And literally, if you guys want to subscribe and come join me, I usually go live around 8 p.m. on Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays on YouTube. And then if I have a tutorial or a chat time on Saturdays, it's somewhere between 10 and 2 p.m. on Saturdays. Those are all Central Time. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. I'm trying to grow YouTube. I've really gotten TikTok growing, but I'm working on YouTube. So thank you guys for joining me tonight. I won't be on TikTok again until Monday night. All right. Yep. You can have her come over and do that if she'd like. I hope you guys have a great night, and we will talk to you on Monday if you guys want to come join. All right. Bye.